Hello. Now let's continue with adding students. Now when you click this is add learners details. Now if you hover over the button, you say add new learner, generate name input file, import data from name input file, delete multiple selected records, export the records into an Excel file. Now this is what you do. To add a new learner, you can click this and then add them manually here. Then you submit. After entering everything, you submit. Now, I always advise that users should use the name input file. So I'm going to explain the name input file to you. Now, the name input file will be an Excel template where you enter all your students' names from all the classes or the streams, everything, all the names from the school in this template. And then you will use it to import the names into the system on using this button. So I'm going to generate one. Yes. So the name input file, let me put it on let me put it on the desktop. Okay, it has been generated on the desktop. So let's go and check how it looks like. So we need to close the entire application. Desktop. Yeah, here's the name input file. Now, here is the name input file that we have generated on the desktop. If you look at this, the first column talks about number. So this numbering can be anything like the way you want it. Then we can talk about student ID. So we'll talk about that later. Or let's see, for instance, I want to use, let's say my school name is AG001. I can use that as the ID. AG002. Then I will highlight the 2 and then come to the bottom here to autofill. You can see that it's generating the ID continuously for me. You can see. So I can now type the name of my student, like names, type all of them. Let me just repeat these names so that I'll not type. For instance, if this, okay, let me just, I don't know, let me Prima John, then Prima Ben. Let's put some names. James Adawada, Kuku Saki, Putola, Eric, Kutozi, Paul, Freeman Miller 2000 star, then your Benis. So here, if you click here, you realize that we have drop down. So you just indicate. So this is male, 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 male. This is female. So just select female, female, female. Then the section is optional, meaning I can leave it. Then basic, I can select the basic they are. For instance, if I have only 2 people in basic 1, so I'll just continue with the basic 2. For instance, if these people are in basic 2 and these people are also in basic 3 and these people are in basic 4, basic 4, this person is in basic 5. So you continue everything like this. Now let's come to the stream. As I've explained earlier, if you've changed your stream names to a different name, this is where you enter them. But if you have only one stream and you are maintaining the B1, B2, B3, you just enter them here. B1, this will be B2, this will still be B1 because it's still in basic 1. B1, this will be B2, B2, this will be B3, B3, this should be B4, B4, and this should be B5 based on the streams that I have in the application. Then let's look at the status. The status is also very, very important. So you just indicate, since all of them are in the school, you just indicate active, active, active. So I can now fill this one down. Fill without formatting. Okay. Then the mobile. The mobile is for sending SMS to parents and it's optional. The email too is also optional. The date of birth is also optional. So when you've done this, all you need to do is to save it and then close it. Now we are going to launch the application. From the desktop. Now I've already saved, so I've been presented with the original workbook. Choose save file. Because I've already saved and I don't want to enter the access code and school details and everything again, all I have to do is to select load recent file and click on this link. You have to be patient. Let's wait for it to load the data for us. And this may also depend on the speed of your machine. So I'm going to log in with the default username 12345. Press the enter, and I don't have to enter this. You can see that the name of the school is displaying. This is how to have your data back and continue working. Then I'll come back to the Add Students because that's where we are, and then this is where to import the data. So I'll click import, and then I'll select the file. I think we kept it on the desktop. Name input file, here is it. So you can just confirm. Yes. So we now have our data imported. You can see now we have 2 people in basic 1, 2 people in basic 2, 2 people in basic 3, 2 people in basic 4, and 1 person or 1 people in basic 5. So you can see all the data is here. If you want to edit any of them, we will just double click, and then we'll have the records here to edit and then update. Double click to have the records to update. You can see. Then if you want to delete some, you can just highlight them and then delete here, delete multiples. So I can delete. Are you sure you want to delete the selected learners from the system? Yes, they are gone. You can see they are gone. Then if you want to change the status of these people, you can just highlight them, the number of them that you want to change, because maybe they have left the school. So, and click on this button, check the active. If I click on this, yes, you can see that all of them have been changed to the status has been changed to inactive. In that case, if I'm printing the report later, their reports will not come out. Will not like to waste paper, so their reports will not come out or will not be printed out. So let's check the status back. To change it back to the active again, you just need to highlight or select. Sorry, you need to select and then change. Then we have 5 people records affected. You can see. So that is about adding the student or learners to the system. Now in promotion, you select who you want to promote to where. So from basic 1 to before you promote, you do the promotion, you need to promote from the upper class downwards. For instance, you need to promote those in Form 2 or basic, let's say Form 2 to Form 3, then Form 1 to Form 2, then Basic 6 to Form 1, Basic 5 to Basic 6, Basic 4 to Basic 5, Basic 3 to Basic 4, like that, in that order. So let's see if which one is the highest class here. Let's say Basic 5. So I'll just say B5 to B6. The stream supposed to be B5 to B6. That's all. Then I'll just say go. You can see that we don't have anybody in Basic 6 here. So let's go. You can see that the Basic 6 or Basic 5 has been promoted to Basic 6. And we can promote Basic 4 to Basic 5. Then B4, the stream, we are changing the streams. Sorry. To B5. You can see this record, this child will be promoted. So when you click go, yes, you can see that she has been promoted to Basic 5. So you have to do it in that order. So that is about processing the learners' names into the system. Thank you.